Hello my dear friends, this is Cross Stitch with Luda. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to say hi to you and I want to show you my current whip. This is Balloons Glow and we are up in the mountains. I'll show you the view from our hotel room later, and this is just reflecting my current location, I would say like that. And also I want to make a small little video clips from every country we go, from every city we're traveling. I want to bring my cross stitch with me. I think it will be fun to see same design, how it's growing in different parts of the world. And I know some people superstitious and they stitch this design because they want to travel. Sometimes it works. And I didn't really choose this design because I want to travel. I knew I would be traveling, so I didn't really care which design I will take with me. It just happened by chance, so I have this kit. Maybe it's fun, maybe it's better to stitch this particular kit while I'm traveling, who knows. But I want to say thank you to every single one who is watching me. I'll do a giveaway in my next video because I have, maybe next episode for you, because I have more than 20,000 subscribers now. I'm so happy, but number, it doesn't matter. I prefer to have great company out from 5-10 people instead of have all the big crowd. It's just, to me, it's a shock that I have 20,000 people on my YouTube channel. I don't know what else to say, and I just want to say thank you to you. And I hope you will continue watching me because I have lots of interesting design in the future. I was planning last night what I'm gonna stitch next because I have 28 designs, right? So I'm planning now to finish 3. 2 big ones and 1 small one. This will be till September. Maybe in October, November, again September, 3 months, I'll have another 6 finishes because they're quite small and I want to have as more whips finished as possible, because I did stitch big designs already and I always prefer to stitch bigger designs. And minimum for me it's 3 dimensions gold a year. So I almost achieve this plan. So I now can do smaller designs just not to have 28 whips. I really don't care how many of them, because either they will be laying in my box of cross stitch kits, or they will be started at the end. They will be all done, and I don't have them for 5 years or 6 years, so I don't really I don't really worry about it. And yeah, I just want to experience something new, because all my life I was having only 1 whip and I could not start another before I finish and frame previous one. So now I can have fun. I stitch one, I stitch another one, but in this trip I want to focus on 1 kit and I want to finish it. Also, I don't want to have lots of boxes. It takes such a big space in my apartment, so that's why I want to make at least 10 by the end of the year. If it's possible, maybe I'll have 13, but I'll feel much better if I will have at least 10. And next year I will start something new, of course, and I will continue working on other pieces. Some of them are quite large, but we shall see. It's so much fun when you don't plan something, right? And I'll see you in my next episode. I hope from another location, because I don't like to film videos from hotel room. Maybe I'll go outside and I'll show you some interesting parts of Bangkok. So stay tuned till next episode. Bye. Good morning. Today is 19th of July And we are leaving Malaysia, going to Thailand.
Today.
20th. Yeah, I just woke up, sorry. I wanted to show you a clear sky from our window. Usually we have no view because the cloud will be here in a few minutes. And I had so much fun here.
It's off to Bangkok.
Yeah, we're going to Bangkok for a month, right?
Bangkok,
Well,
Bali, and
Yeah, Bangkok, Bali, and Cambodia. And then we're planning to come back here. Yesterday was one event and some fancy cars. So you can see, I sent to my son, told him this is Hot Wheels. He was really happy to see them. Some colors are rare. And I'm stitching my balloons. I almost finished 1/4 of the chart. I don't know what I will do if I will finish the whole cross stitch. My poor husband. So this is a lamp I promised to show you. Hi Maureen, sorry I forgot in my last video, but this lamp I just got in my local store in my city, and it has 3 different type of lights. Oops. I'll try to show you. I don't know if you will be able to see. So this is a really light one, stronger and the strongest. You just press the button here, you charge it from the computer or from the plug, and it will last you like 3 hours. If you will be using the strongest light, then you have to charge it, or you can work while you're charging. It's a really nice lamp because you can add it anywhere, and you see how flexible it is. And I can see whatever I need to see. It's really bright. I like it. I like it so much. Sometimes when I see good during daytime, I don't use lamp, but I would use lamp 90% of my time because I don't have this luxury to stitch while the light is out. Данильчик, твои машинки уже уезжают. Сейчас какие-то байкеры еще приехали. As you can see, they're all different colors. So much fun here. The weather is great today. We are going to Thailand in few hours. Look at all these cars, they're all waiting for each other. I like this red one, a green one, Lamborghini. So my dear friends, I'm ripping out all my mistakes. To be honest, I've done it twice already. It's a third time because I first put another color, like this green supposed to be brown, so it was all green here. This is a bridge I'm stitching, and I have to redo this part. And over here I thought I can cut some water in this area and make this bridge, the gate, a little bit longer. But then I said, no, I can't handle it anymore. It's too much headache, and also I don't know if it will be nice or not. I better will redo. Yeah, so this part is right, and just here, unfortunately. Okay, I'll show you quickly our view from the window. Isn't it nice? Like how we change here apartments and hotels. We experience, we do experiment. Have to pack our luggages almost every third day, but we're having fun. So I managed to make my design correct now, and if you don't know, I'm stitching this design, Balloon Glow by Dimensions. I think it's my first landscape design I stitch. I usually will have like ladies or some animals or angels, but I've never stitched something like that, and I can say it's really beautiful and easy to stitch, and I love the result. My bridge almost complete, and you know, I mark all my stitches with a marker. First time actually. Usually I'll do it with a pencil, but first time I'm doing this with a marker, and I like it because the quality of this paper is different. It's very thick and it's very hard to trace it with a pencil, so I found that marker will do this work much better. But anyway, let's go back to my project. I plan to finish the bottom part right here. I think it will be till this line, and then I'll take it out from the hoops, and I want to take a picture for Instagram because I'm very late with the pictures. I'll show you my stitches closer, whereas half stitches is much faster to stitch and you enjoy it so much. But also whereas the crosses, it's very easy and not as difficult as other designs by Dimensions I've stitched before. I have enough needles for this design. Actually, I did not plan it to stitch all design. I thought I will have a break and stitch something else, but I'll see. Let me finish first my first half, and I'll show you. It's right here, only this part, and this will be it. And over here, all over, is a half stitches, and the rest are crosses, but it's very easy chart, and I hope I will do it in the first 5 days, and then I'll show you the whole result. Okay, now I would like to answer your questions. First was from my subscriber. How much time do you spend on each project? Do you do, she meant about rotation, do you do one a day or one a week, and so on. And well, it's really hard to answer because I don't have any schedule. I don't have any plan how I'll be stitching. Again, I have all that projects you've seen before, and I would say I have rotation by mood. Let's say if I'm now stitching this project, it's because of the summertime and I like to have some bright colors, or I see that I'm a little bit getting bored from one project. I would not stitch it till I like really don't want to go and stitch it, which is extremely rare to me. Also like to have different projects so I can show you more on my channel. That's why I rotate them. And I think you should, if you have lots of projects and you want to minimize them to make less, you should take some projects, let's say 2 or 3, and work on them, or even more if you can't stitch 2 or 3. But focus on this project till you make some progress and then change them. But always have a finish. It will motivate you or to stitch faster, or to make some challenge to yourself. Let's say if you will finish one project, you can get something to yourself, or I don't know. To me, I love stitching, so I don't do any challenges. I just want to have less projects as I have now. But I'm not in a rush because I just started them all, and I'll enjoy them slowly. But I always focus to have finish once a month or once in 2 months. If I stitch, let's say 3 big dimensions kits, of course I cannot have every month a finish, but I have some smaller projects which I can finish, so I can spend more time on my bigger projects. I would answer like that. And another question was about Lanarte kit. You know that Lanarte give you instruction how to stitch, and it's vertical stitches, so you stitch basically like me, because I was starting with Lanarte kit, and you see the way I stitch. I don't go on a side up and down, I mean left and right, I go up and down. And if you get used to stitch differently, stitch how you like to stitch. It's just an instruction, it's just a recommendation from the company. And even Dimensions kits, they have their instructions, which I don't follow. I stitch how I like, how I'm used to stitch. I can't stitch other way. Well, I can stitch, but I can't do it for a long time, because I'm used to see my stitches as they are now. Again, another question is, I've got lots of comments from you about my stitches. You know, there is the light here is right now not the best I can have to film this video. That's why you don't stitch, you don't see them neat, because angle is matters, and also the light and camera, but your needle is what matters, and the fabric you stitch on. Of course, on Aida you won't have neat stitches, especially if it's on 18th count, but on 14th count you will see them much better, with the same needle, with the same thread, with the same hands.
Your husband's gonna leave you.
Okay, bye bye. And of course you can do rail method, but I prefer to keep the end of the threads like here. Let me show you. So it doesn't, your thread won't spin. I keep it like that most of the time. But again, depends on the quality of the thread, depends on the color, because all these dimensions threads, some of them are good, some of them are not as good as others. But in same kit you can have 2 different quality of threads, and sometimes I don't have to do anything to make them right, but sometimes I have to even do a railway method. I'll show you now if you don't know what it is, but it's pretty common. So you put your needle in between, better from this side, but your speed will be less than average, because you have to do that. but your stitches will be better. Sometimes when I want to make some part, especially when you stitch with wide threads, you have to really pay attention to the quality of your stitches. So I do both ways, even a lower stitch I'll do railway method like that, and on top, but in general you enough if you will make just one upper stitch, but depends on my mood. I can make them all this way. Again, you still have to watch, maybe the stitches are not right, then you use this laying tool. I use this snap needle. It's pretty old now, and you can correct with a needle, and also you can put down some extra threads you don't like them on the front of your project. So this is my needle, my tool. I cannot work without, because I always have to use it. This is how I stitch. I mean, also I know some ladies, they can finish dimensions kit in less than a month, and I would really not doubt that, but the quality always struggle with the speed. The faster you stitch, the less quality you will have. I mean, I know some girls, they stitch long, but you just want to stare at their stitches. They're excellent, and I prefer to do better stitches. Don't care how fast I'm stitching, as long I'm happy with the result, and I'm happy with the stitches. And also pay attention to your tension, because if you are just a beginner, you can have some stitches are very tight and some of them very loose, and they will be all different quality. If you stitch for a while, I'll give you some tip. Let's say I'm stitching now with a 26 needle, all this area, and you will have some single stitches like this one, or somewhere over here. You see this too? Take smaller needle than 26, take 28, and your stitches will go right on place. They won't be upper than other crosses. It will go deeper, but at the end it will be just plain the same. This is what I'm using sometimes. Also, when you have enough experience, you know how to put your needle. If, let's say, you stitch right here, and your next cross right here, you have to, it's difficult to explain to me right now, but there are some tricks how to make the last cross looks exactly the same like this one, because your thread will be or here or here, not thread, your next cross. And you have to play and see where to, how to finish that upper stitch, so this cross will be better looking. Maybe I'll show you one day how to do that. But there are lots of videos on YouTube, especially a Russian one, where few girls, they show how to do that. That's it with the questions. I don't wanna answer more because I will have long video. I hope you enjoyed, and watch second part of my YouTube. We're going by boat.